Hidden Object Guru here, back with
The Unabridged game.
for more Battleborn. This game is going to stop existing in what, 4 months?
At the end of the year.
End of the year. Okay, we got
Yeah, I
7
think
months
it's like
then.
January 21st or whatever of 2021.
And are they going to be adding a patch that lets you play it, that unlocks everything and lets you play it single player?
I'm sorry, you seem to think that this is 2K before 2013.
That was very silly of me to suggest.
This is 2K games after. So, yes, as you'll recall,
Yes, I would like to play as Oscar Mike. He has an
Alright.
assault rifle. You know, when I tried to play as a penguin, it didn't go great. I'm not great at tactical
Great support,
nonsense. Yeah. But, you know, you give me an assault rifle, and I think I'll be able to figure my way through this.
Fun
Hopefully.
fact, Oscar Mike is not only Master Chief, he's Master Chief and the Arbiter all rolled into one.
Ooh.
So he can stealth cloak himself, and he also has tons of munitions and everything. They basically rolled the entirety all into him, and his various upgrades that you unlock mid-mission can totally change up how he performs.
I'm going to keep an eye on that. I do like, that is my favorite thing I think about this game, is the mid-mission upgrades. You know,
I
like
know, right?
the upgrade tree that happens while you're in the mission. Oh wait, we've already seen this. Haven't we? Oh, you
Oh,
and
yeah.
your fan lady.
She's just the best. I'm going to miss her the most out of everything from this game, because it's like if Symmetra hadn't been horrendously destroyed by Overwatch's patches.
Oh.
It's just a beautiful
Oh
esoteric
look,
character.
you're right, I'm invisible! It goes away when I start shooting, but still, that's great. And now I've got a grenade launcher. Oh, nice. And it looks great. Alright, I'm ready for this.
Hey, anybody need a hand?
What do you need? Oh my god, come on. Terrible person. Alright, so what do I want? Deactivating stealth generator by using a skill or attack an enemy provides momentary damage boost, or frag grenades detonate on impact. Boing. Grenades it is. Wow, you were way off ahead of me. I will try and catch up.
Oh, that's fine.
God.
There is
I
a
love the
pretty
I love the
badass.
cute cartooniness of this game.
Well, just look over here.
So
Look at
nice.
this. I love that this is just like frozen missing. It immediately makes you think of the heavy from Team
Aw.
Fortress 2.
They were frozen in mid death blow. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, this game's adorable. Hey, you have a hat on.
Yes.
I just noticed you have a crown.
The crown was a special thank you to people who had been playing the game for a certain amount of time. There's
Okay.
a specific cosmetic or thing. I forget what exactly I have equipped, but it gives me it.
Gotcha.
There's a bit of pizzazz to say, hey, you played our game. Thank you for giving it a chance.
That is nice. Hey, do I have to worry about ammo, or I don't remember that part?
Oh, no, you will
Just
constantly be
unlimited ammo, because it is a MOBA. As well, it has MOBA instincts as well as being a co-op first-person shooter.
Indeed.
Nice. Ooh, augment available. Tell me more. First, child grenades. Nice. What? Napalm grenades, everybody.
Oh yeah, those can get very
That's
dangerous.
what I call living the dream. And it worked. Oh, I'm so much more comfortable, and I'm headshotting people with an assault rifle. Like, I know that it's not the spirit of this game, and I know that every character, especially the melee characters, have their own completely valuable skills. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, I could always just headshot people with an assault rifle from 60 feet away. I feel like that would work too, though. Oh,
Fine,
man.
you want to be sensible and everything.
I know I'm a spoil sport. Oh, whoops. Well, that was embarrassing. I tried to interact with this, but I pressed the grenade button. Pick up cooldown. Oh, you can speed up cooldown. Nice.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of perks. It's weirdly a lot like what Doom Eternal would later do, but they already had right here.
Oh, cool. Oh, Doom Eternal. You're such a... Well, there's no nice way to put it. Let's just say I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I went back outside, and you're in the next room. This is
You have to leap out a
really
window.
bad. I did not know
All
that.
the cool
That's
kids are
something
doing
you
it.
could have. In my defense, that's something you could have mentioned that you were leaping out a window.
To be fair, it's me. Don't you always expect me to be leaping out the window?
It's true. It is your vibe. Take that, you jerk. I destroyed a crystal. That's good, right? I'm
Oh,
kidding. I
yes.
remember about the
Yes. The
crystals.
crystals and absorb the crystals into yourself so that
Oh,
you become
yeah.
the powerful crystal yourself.
Ooh,
Something,
nice.
something, metaphor, something, something, spirits within.
I do like metaphors and spirits within. Sorry I wasn't here to help you finish the challenge. Ooh.
Oh, you're all good.
Alright. Level 3, red dot sight. Nice. Full speed movement while aiming down sights. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Ah, red dot sight. But it's not a dot, it's a crosshairs, but still. Very nice. Oh, man. Such a good looking game. Yeah, no, Doom Eternal is trash. I loved the game from beginning to end. Well, no, beginning to the moment the Marauder showed up, and then it became the worst game ever made. And every subsequent time the Marauder appeared, it just made that record worse. So it was like it was already the worst game ever made. And every new time the Marauder showed up, well, it just became even worse. So literally, every game that does, and this is my rule now, every game that doesn't have the Marauder in it is better than every game that does, which literally makes Doom Eternal the worst video game ever made. And every other, they got me. And every other video game is better than it. Which I think is, you know, anytime you're ready.
I'm coming. I had to deploy my clone.
I gotcha. No one's rushing you. I only had 5 seconds left. Anyway, these guys with their shields. And these guys with their claws. Do I have a physical attack? I do. Okay. It's click the middle button. Okay, ow. What the hell? Okay, I started doing a pose.
You did the taunt.
Okay, that was embarrassing.
Oh, it's an Oscar Mike thing to do. One of my
Okay.
because you can unlock lore for all the various characters and everything.
Yeah.
Possibly my favorite thing is Oscar Mike's poem about spiders.
No.
It is.
So
It
is it unlocked if you play that mission with the giant robot spider in it?
No,
As
I
him?
think it's. I think it was. There's different criteria for all the different ones. Like there's one that you have to unlock by completing 5 missions with another player playing as Montana and such. But
Wow.
yeah,
Sorry, guy with shield.
it was
You don't
amazing.
impress me anymore. Just have to shoot a little more carefully than I've been shooting. Boom! Oh, that's nice. Now, what is that 5 red thing?
Oh, that's lives.
Oh,
If we get totally wiped, that's how many times we can restart.
right, yes, that happened to us before I insisted we play on easy from now on. Yes. I remember our previous times playing this game. Wink. It's so, every time I see your clone, it messes me up. Every time.
I just find that
Charge up my
hilarious because
super.
it goes to only mess up opponents.
Yeah, no, it confuses the hell out of me. Sir, I don't remember how to charge up my super.
On second thought,
You have to
I'd
unlock
rather
it
just
first.
kill you now.
Oh, okay.
Overshield if you want it right here.
Ooh, nice. I love overshields.
Take cover!
And just grab that. Nice.
Makes you more the Master Chief than you already are.
Ooh, it looks so pretty. Seriously, though, what was I talking about? Yes! No one should play Doom Eternal under any circumstances ever. If they remove the Marauder from the game, it'll be fine. I will recommend it wholeheartedly. But try to imagine, as god-awful as Doom Eternal is, apparently if you play it on higher difficulty levels, more than one Marauder will show up at a time. And I'm like, no! You've ruined everything. I'm going to pause. And we're back. We still haven't beaten this guy. Nice work getting that bonus score. I got goons to take care of. Yes, we're back. My phone call is not that long. Just die already.
All right.
Airstrike unlocked!
Need any price?
Airstrike!
Vault is
Gonna
unlocked.
get airstruck anytime? Did I call in an airstrike for my own
Yep,
health?
yep. You can call in an airstrike
No, I
even inside
did.
buildings.
It just hasn't hit. I'm still waiting for it to actually hit him. Okay, apparently the airstrike never actually hit him.
All clear?
Unless it's so visually uninteresting that I just...
No, you should have. I don't think it triggered.
No, it's... I'm back, I see the cooldown for it happening, so it did trigger.
Huh.
Weird, right? Maybe I pressed a button and cancelled it accidentally? What is Activate Wolf?
Oh, this is going to be our friend.
Damn! Oh, he looks
Howdy,
nice.
fellas. What's shaking?
Okay, I like the S1 Wolf.
We need you to hurl yourself into it, detonate, and collapse the anomaly.
Awesome. That sounds both fun and safe. Let's roll, fellas.
Okay, this guy's great. I
Yeah, this is
officially love
actually
guy.
one of the things where they changed up a bit of the dialogue from the beta to the final version.
Really?
Because, yeah, in the first version, he was like super paranoid and like kind of annoying, and then they turned around. It's like, no, we rewrote the dialogue.
So now he's just super... I'm just happy to be here.
The shard conduit powering
And it's just, I can't think of another game that's actually done that,
For
so
Destiny, famously.
it always impressed me.
Yeah, they recorded... They massively changed the character of and re-recorded every line of dialogue of your sidekick in Destiny. Because that's how bad a job Peter Dinklage did.
Oh boy.
What if the voice was entirely done by a guy who's not sure what a video game is and doesn't really want to be there? That would be a bad idea?
To be fair, like Dinklage had his faults, but I want to also say,
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, we're Bungie. We only got into this business to meet celebrities, which is 100% true, which is why Michael Wincott, who did an unbelievable job as the Arbiter of Truth in Halo 2, got replaced by Terrence Stamp, because Terrence Stamp is more famous, who did a worse job as the Arbiter of Truth. Just putting that out there. They just want to meet famous people. That's who they are.
the Varelsi finally showed
but apparently they did actually write funny lines for Dinklage. Like they seriously brought in two comedians to make Dinklage's Dinklebot more amusing, and then Bungie literally never used a single line,
Oh,
according to
that's
the
weird.
comedians. Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
All right, let me see this. Okay, there it
Silence
goes.
solves everything.
Yeah, no, that airstrike's fantastic. I don't know how I missed that last time. Maybe I canceled it. Can you cancel things?
I do believe you can cancel it, so yeah.
I
it's
must have accidentally canceled it, because that's... No, you're right. That's obviously wonderful. Okay. Boom. I mean, it's like... These are the guys, again, who... Their one big priority when casting voices for Halo 3 was, hey, can we, like, meet all the people who were on Firefly? And I'm not saying if I'm position in a
Hold on
position
one
to do
second.
that. Oh, sorry, go. Boom. And he's back. We just got to the pathos because the super needy wolf wants to hang out more after the mission is over. Because, you know, he hasn't quite internalized the fact that the mission is going to end with him being thrown into a black hole.
Oh, exactly. And that's well. Again, this is like it's such an improvement because at first he was like, "Wait, there's a black hole. Am I going to survive? Is this okay?" Whereas here it's like, "Oh, sure."
Yeah, and the worst part is they've told him what's going to happen. He just can't seem to internalize that information.
And I love that everyone has different, you know, dialogue.
Reactions to
I
it.
don't know if you only heard Mike, but like Deanna
did.
goes like, "Yes, we'll go out for ice cream later."
Aww.
I love that every single character has unique interactions for all this, because, like, you see that in a fighting game. You don't usually see that in a first-person game.
No, almost never. Like, you've got to write a huge amount of dialogue for these characters, and I'm so impressed with the amount of work they've done. Because there's, what, 8 missions in the game?
There's 8 core missions and 5 DLC missions.
Yeah, 5 DLC missions. And so if you think about it, there's 30 characters.
And I fully believe
that is a
they,
ton of dialogue to write for 30 characters.
Yeah. In addition to
Really
some
impressed.
missions with multiple audio tracks. For, like, the background stuff by the main cast who are just telling you what to do.
Well, especially because so
Because,
many of them...
they weren't doing enough.
Yeah, I know. Well, and I think so many of them, what's so impressive is, in addition to the, the main conversations they're always having, you gotta have, additional dialogue for, well, what if this guy is on mission with this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is that for everybody?
Oh man, this computer's got some crazy encryptions on it. I better hack it with my hacking laser.
It's got a hacking
We are
laser?
so screwed.
What makes you say that? Anyway,
Ooh.
initiating hack!
Shield penetration, nice. Engineered
Damn,
boom,
loads
frag
of
apocalypse.
Varelsi coming your way. Keep them off the sentry.
I see what you mean about him, like the constant strange
Not actually bigger.
upgrades to the grenades are really going to change how this plays.
Airstrike.
Oh yeah, that is one of the best things about Mike, is that you can essentially turn him into one of those stealth assassin types and actually make him function a bit like Deondi, or you can make him just be this massive grenade spamming monstrosity who just blows everything up.
It is not difficult to predict which way I was going to play it. I have a habit when it comes to games like this. Let's just say I love grenades. Anyway, what interests me... Oh, yay! One thing I really like about the game is something that not enough games are doing. Well, more and more now, but it's like, I was playing a game recently that had these, mini achievements to go for. Kill X amount of enemies, pick up so many pickups. But this game, there are prizes associated with completing those, right?
Yep, every single time you get, and you can do them again and again and again.
Oh, I would hope. No, I was playing this game. It's not in any way comparable to this, right? So I'm not trying to say it, but it uses the same structure of having a variety of. Oh, I love shooting these zombies. Having a variety of goals to achieve. You got this checklist of stuff to do, but when you complete stuff in the checklist, nothing happens. It's a game that's all about farming coins to upgrade your various characters and buy new costumes and unlock new characters, blah, 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 blah. But when you complete the stuff they want you to do, you don't get a bonus for it. And I'm like, how do you not see that this game is way too grindy, developers?
Yeah, that's...
And so many developers are like that. They're like, no, I want to feel like I'm making progress.
Oh, shut up and just open it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, again, is something that I know I bash on about it on and on, but Dead Space 2, I love that every new game plus, no matter what difficulty setting it was, it's you at least get one new suit of armor. It might be a retexture with just a couple stat differences, but we give you something for your time.
Oh, absolutely. Check it out. I gave him a shield. Hopefully he needs that.
Oh, for crying out loud.
He might not need
Get
that.
after it. Our mission depends on it. But more importantly, that payload was incredibly
He might not have a sword, but he will not be getting bored.
please. You're adorbs. Uh-oh, there's worms. Hey, you got a bonus credit for the team? How'd you manage that?
I was running around grabbing various things. There's a lot of stuff they hide in the environment.
Nice.
So you smash a lot of it, and that's one of the things I like that. Unlike Borderlands, where you typically have to mash a button repeatedly to get all this stuff, it's no, you can just smash this stuff open. You have to be worrying about what key you're hitting. Just grab all the things.
The thing is, Borderlands is a game I want to love, but I despise loot systems so thoroughly that I can never get into any of them. I've completed one Borderlands game, even though I love the gameplay of all of them. I like the writing,
Oh, thank heavens.
I love the art style. Yeah, the art style was completely ripped off, I found out, but still, it looks great. There we go.
I have actually been experimenting with something based on my experience with Battleborn, though. See, and I think this is part of the reason that Battleborn sadly is online only, is that very quickly players figured out that there was a way to edit save game files in Borderlands. and you can basically cut out most of the grinding. You can be like, yeah, I just have all of these levels. I just have all these levels. I can just apply the perks, and hey, look, my character actually feels unique and distinct and everything. Like, you don't want to give yourself...
I can just plug in a button, like, sorry, open up the save file, hit a few buttons, and then suddenly I'll have a full-level character with all of the super powerful guns I want?
You will still have to unlock the guns, but after you have the character abilities added on, it's not nearly as gratuitous an experience just getting the loot drops. It feels like a shortcut for everyone who is just tired of, being stuck with basically the same thing this whole time.
Well, I do hate that. Here's my question to you. Does that mean I'm going to have to spend the whole game fighting, what do you call it? Wait, I'm going to do my space laser?
All units, check out this sweet
Okay, that's badass. Okay, I love me some orbital defense laser action. Save that for the boss, I guess. But anyway, as I was saying, there we go. Do the enemies scale in Borderlands? So am I going to constantly be fighting level 100 aliens? Or am I going to be fighting them based on what they would be in that area? Because that was the problem with... I am very embarrassed that the first time I played Oblivion, it went so smoothly I didn't even notice the ridiculous way that it always keeps the monsters to whatever level you are. So you can, beat the entire game by just staying level 1. And because you will never fight a difficult monster in the game. They really didn't think that.
Huh.
Oh, to hell with you.
It's a very bad system. That they didn't think through at all.
Think of a
And
lot
so I want to
I
make
wanna see
sure.
about Oblivion. That might be hotter takes than even yours on Doom Eternal.
of course.
But I think I'm trying to recall here. I think you scaled a bit, but it actually
It
felt
basically-
better.
okay.
It felt...
Okay, good. See, that's what I want to hear. I'm going to look up how to do that then, because I own all of them except for 3. Because I just didn't even buy 3. A, because of the, the situation I'm talking about, and B, because, God, Gearbox is a scummy corporation.
Yeah, it really sucks that they have so many talented developers given...
They have such great developers, and the guy running the company just seems to be a trash person.
It's just such a damn shame.
Am I supposed to jump down here?
Yes. Always jump out of windows.
Wow. That was a floor panel, so I wasn't 100% sure. I'll go set up a gun. Is there a type of gun that's
Hey,
good for this?
Up to level 10 yet?
Of course.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
What gun should I use? Temporal, assault, or repair drone?
It really doesn't matter. They tend to just kind of float around. I didn't hear your answer to my question, though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm top level. Yes.
Okay, I just was asking because there's a charge here to give you a free level if we had
Totally
one.
good. Ready to go. My headshotting. What the hey?
Oh yeah, by the way, you remember how Destiny was like, hey, we're gonna get all kinds of funky and have you traveling between dimensions?
Yeah.
Yeah, this team decides, yeah, hey, what if we just did that for our second level?
Wow.
This is why I always say that it's like, hey, what if we just turned every single scenario into feeling like a raid from an MMO? Because each boss fight, they go all out crazy like this.
Please work. The orbital defense laser does not seem to be working. Oh wait, I aimed it at her instead of it aiming at the ground under her. That one's on me. That one's on me, everybody. My bad. Setting her on fire worked. The Pharrell Seed Conservatory. Damn!
Oh yeah,
this
when
thing's
her
intense.
sphere starts to get dark and everything, we need to, pop out. You'll be able to tell because you'll start taking damage, but, she basically
get
creates
outside
a
of her
death
shield.
shield
Gotcha.
all around herself.
No, I saw her shield and I need to stay out of it. Gotcha. Alright, unfortunately, I'll snipe from up here, and I will take care of any shield generators that come up on this platform, and you use your awesome sprinting to,
Okay, she's firing balls of antimatter, but I think we've got a chance here. Let's see if I can use my ult.
she's doing that annoying ability. Damn her shields. Okay, well, shooting in there does no good. Surprising no one.
I love space.
There we go.
What the hell is it doing? Whatever it is, it
And
So literally, the minute I hit her with a space laser, she transported us to
Yeah.
another dimension, and now I can't.
What's going on?
And it stopped doing damage. Great, excellent use of your resources, Hogwarts.
By the way, permission to be a lore nerd for like 1 second here.
No, I want
So
you to
the-
tell us everything. Feel free at any time to tell us everything
no,
about this game. 'Cause
stars
again,
around us.
it's being lost to posterity. I do see all the stars.
Okay, in the actual universe that is mainly happening, all the stars are going out. The
Yeah.
Varelsi have allied with the General, and they've been wiping out the stars. We're at the last
Yes.
star here. That's where all of Battleborn is taking place. But when you go through this other dimension, suddenly the
All of these
Varelsi
stars
have
are
all the stars. They're not
Oh.
dead. They're stealing them. And they don't ever actually explicitly tell you this, but you can see them because you go through it right here, and it's like,
Yeah.
there's where all the stars went.
So they've moved them to another dimension. All the
They've been
stars, all,
stealing
just the stars, or the
all
stars
their
and the
everything.
planets.
What on
Alive.
earth just happened? You all
Yeah, they've just been stealing it all for
We'll
themselves.
discuss it later.
Wow.
Tell the conservator.
So we have to get the stars back, is what you're saying.
If there actually was a sequel to this game, that probably what
I
would
do
happen.
this for Solus!
If there was.
Orbital strike.
Yes, finally I am the orbital strike correctly. That was my
Feels good,
third
doesn't it?
shot.
Just unleash hell. It's like having Hammer of Dawn, but you don't have to give up a weapon slot.
Certainly are.
In my defense, though, it's not
Only
like she has a shadow on the ground where I can say, oh, I just aim at the shadow. Oh, damn.
Yeah, she kind of is the shadow.
Seriously, though, when I found out that the entirety of Borderlands' theme and art style was stolen from a guy, I'm like, wow. That kind of blew me away. And the fact that they even, like, they saw this thing and they're like, oh, that's a little like the game we want to make. We would like to hire you to be our art director. And then he was like, no, I don't want to do that. And they're like, oh, well, then we'll just steal your style. I'm running out of the ability to run away from this thing. Oh, okay, I'll come and get you. Don't worry. Here it comes. It's quite a ways to sprint. I'm almost there. You can't believe how close I'm getting. What button do I push? R? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Done! Let's kill this thing. Let's blow this popsicle stand and go home. Okay. Orbital laser!
Today's weather is cloudy with a chance of sick-ass space lasers.
Orbital laser.
Okay, that was
friendship.
amazing. Ah, her damn shields! Every time.
That's new. Those Varelsi troopers are shielding the conservator.
It's
Take
not
them
new.
out.
Okay, I'll
Fifth
head
time they've done it.
toward the back. You hit the ones up front.
Yeah. I'm coming from the front of the arena, you go from the back, and we'll get all of these things. We'll circle around and meet each other in the middle, then finish her off, hopefully. You good?
By the way, I have a quick question. You notice how we got through this one a bit faster than last time, yeah?
Yes.
Would you believe, I actually made a mistake.
What was that?
This is on normal difficulty, and you've been doing fine.
Oh, really?
99.7%.
Okay, well,
I just-
apparently
when you
you
said
give
that,
me an
like, oh.
assault rifle and a grenade launcher, and I'm competent.
Initiate death march.
Once you find your character that fits best, it just works beautifully.
You have to tell me what a death march is when I get back.
Oh, no! You're gonna have to tell me what a death march is when I
We
get
did
back.
it. The anomaly is dispersing.
Wow.
Yes. Whew.
Well, that was bleak.
I'll send word to the UPR. Hold tight, everyone. Your hard work has earned you a ride home.
So,
Okay, that's actually kind of brutal. Your hard work has earned you a ride home. Oh my god. These people are terrible. God, I see why you love this game, though. Like, it plays super... I mean, now that I'm playing with a character I understand, it plays super smooth. Looks great. Error communicating with server. That's not a good sign. Although I know the game's
do
going
fit in
away
another
soon.
mission quick, just given that case.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, load up the next mission. We'll zip through that, too.
Because that just has me really leery. Do you feel brave enough to do normal again?
Yeah, what the hell? I mean, fine with me. No, but this thing is just estimated server in 25 seconds. Episode 3, The Renegade. Ooh,
That makes me
fancy.
think back to Tron Uprising.
All right, here we go.
To capture an escaped prisoner they've been hunting for weeks.
Oh, nice.
I know of only one who would merit such a response.
Caladrius?
Caldarius.
Caldarius?
They're in hot pursuit.
Caldarius.
But if we can beat them to bliss, we may have a potent new ally in our war against Rendane. Provided
Oh my god. I see why people were a little overwhelmed by the amount of story that gets thrown at you in this thing. Because it's just
Yeah.
constantly, here's the names of just a bunch of crazy monster things. Here's just 18 alien names thrown at you in 5 minutes. Ooh, I've got an alternate skin. Nice. When did I get that?
Debating changing things up a little bit.
Pick whoever you want. Whoever you want to show off, go for it.
All right. Well, then, in that case, we'll be matching as I'll be Montana, who, amazingly, I don't know if I've told you this, he is the one character to have survived this game's entire tormented development cycle, because he was back when this was Brothers in Arms Furious 4, and he's the only character left, and he made it all the way to Battleborn.
So wait, just to be clear, this started out as a Brothers in Arms cartoony
It's
sequel.
Bulletstorm style co-op game, yes. And there's footage of one playable level. It didn't look bad, but it was totally not what anyone in favor of Brothers in Arms wanted, because it was so Bulletstorms it wasn't even funny.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a weird choice. They don't seem to know what to do with Brothers in Arms these days. Like, they're now trying to make a TV show for the game that was based on the TV show and the Brothers. It's like, you know that the whole point of Brothers in Arms is that it's the video game answer to that, right, Pitchford?
Of course. That's why it's 100% a game about flanking. Keeping your head down.
Your jailers are coming, so here's the deal. We get you out
That's
of
pretty
here alive.
embarrassing.
You help us kill Rendane.
That's interesting. I wonder if people are going to start... Oh, Caldarius. I wonder if people are going to start making a lot more period pieces so they don't have to constantly make stories about, you know, people who can't live, who can't leave their houses, and everybody's wearing masks everywhere. Like, are we just going to have let's bring back Westerns. Remember how during World War II when people didn't want to watch...
Starhawk.
I was just thinking that it's like World War II, right? You had a lot of movies where World War II was happening in the background, but you had dozens and dozens of movies that were Westerns, just so people wouldn't have to think about the war for 90 minutes. And I'm like, are we going to start getting a ton of fantasy films? What's going to happen?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Maybe they bring back Westerns, lots of World War II movies suddenly. Because in a twisted mix-em-up, now movies about World War II have become a refuge from the stuff we're worried about in our day-to-day lives.
Good times, right?
Boom!
Spent in your care was endless torment. Thanks. I'm pretty proud of my work.
So that's Hylas. I like it. Boom. So, your thoughts on RoboCop being added to Mortal Kombat?
My only confusion is what happened to Ash Williams, because I thought he was supposed to be added.
Weird that he's not there, right?
Yeah, like, they found files referencing him, so if it didn't come through, it must have been a really weird licensing issue or something.
I mean, they're not even doing the show anymore, so you'd think there couldn't be any licensing problems. Although, I mean, you don't know that this is going to be their last piece of DLC for Mortal Kombat 11. He could still turn up.
Oh yeah, at this point, I mean, they're making a story expansion, which, for the record, is amazing that we've reached that point, but,
Yeah, they're doing a story expansion, which means, yes, we are getting a canonical ending. And in that canonical ending, Liu King is the new Fire God and Guardian of Earth. Liu Kang.
Go ahead and activate it, but be ready for anything.
So we, sadly, even though there are alternate endings technically in the game, we do now have a canonical ending. He defeated Kronika. Okay.
unless they try to just troll everyone and then be like, okay, and now here's 2 different endings for this particular campaign because of Shang Tsung.
That would be pretty funny. I am happy to see Shang Tsung back.
Oh, the DLC characters being incorporated is brilliant, finally, because they always have these DLC characters who never get to appear in the story, and now they matter.
They got ones that make perfect sense. No, it's very cool. Boom.
Also, I know this is a random thing to say, but I also really like Shiva's new design because, wow, she just doesn't look like Goro but with boobs. She actually looks like a unique character of a unique species that might, something distinct besides Goro with boobs.
I know, it's a really good choice. And more importantly, I wonder how RoboCop's going to fight.
Protect the
Because, you don't think of RoboCop as speedy.
Might work like Captain Cold. That is one of the things I would bet is that he might handle a bit like Captain Cold and have something of a range. Or General Zod, actually. General
Range,
Zod.
bulky, tough.
With a single pistol that, can pack a serious punch.
Could work.
Definitely
And of
expensive
course,
air
I'm
juggling.
obviously one of his, what do you call it? One of his fatalities naturally has to be to use that, spike on you. That just goes without saying, almost. But the question is, what's his second fatality going to be? Is he going to, let's see, is he going to melt you with toxic waste and then have a van hit you? I mean, I hope, but that's probably not what's going to happen.
I honestly wonder if they're going to try to work out his famous nemesis. I'm blanking on the giant robot's name. You know what I
Ed
mean?
209. Yeah, having Ed 209, like him.
Yeah, if they could somehow
calling
fit
an
that
Ed,
in as
Ed 209
steps
and
back
having
and
an
he
Ed
just opens
29
fire
drop
like
and
crazy,
just-
that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and splatter somebody. Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be a perfectly RoboCop fatality. Even more so than melting them. Although people also, because the two big takeaways from that movie is melted man being splattered by a van, and the scene in the opening when someone gets ripped to pieces by an Ed 209. Both of which are wonderful scenes, don't get me wrong. Wonderful scenes in, yes, the most important movie ever made. Just die already. Thank you. Damn summoning towers. Come on. Oh, I can't hit at this range. Although I think I get more bullet spread the longer I continuously shoot, which makes sense.
By the way, since we were actually showing off new characters, I should mention Montana. I love that they managed to, because every single one of these characters, it's a different thing. Like, with Deandi, it was like, how do we make an effective ranged character who doesn't have a gun? With Montana, it's, how can we make Overheat a unique system?
Right.
So, his minigun, by default, you can charge it up and everything and all that. He also can slam his foot down as his ult that sends everybody flying, and he can lumberjack elbow people aside.
Nice.
Where is the... There's gotta be, like, one enemy just stuck in a corner somewhere.
I hate it when that happens.
Wait, yeah, I see. It's, like...
I'm
stuck
looking at the mini-map, and there's like a
yeah, it's
dot.
right over here. There's a swarmer stuck. Can you fire a grenade right here?
Yeah, I'll do it. Be right there. Just point at where he is. So you're saying he's behind this wall, or he's
Yeah,
up
he's
there?
right there. He's
up
right.
there.
He's showing
Okay,
up right
hold on.
there.
Alright, hold on.
Try and
Be
see
advised,
things
you're
down.
all about to die.
Ah, damn it. I thought the
Oh.
orbital strike might have worked, but no. Alright, back off. I got it.
No, hold on.
Let
I
me
can
just
try
find
lumberjacks.
Hold
instead. We might have to restart that mission.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll get that reset. But Montana. Okay, so by default, his main ability that you really lean into is let me see, do we do invite? Is the fact that you can make his minigun be frostbitten so that it doesn't overheat for a little while. Okay.
Nice.
Except here's the thing: you can also later invert that and make it. Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
It can later actually make it heat up more and deal extra damage while it's
Fire
on fire.
damage. Nice.
And then you can say so that you can regenerate more health while it's actually on higher heat, or you can set it to a slightly lower regeneration buff while it's colder. And the thing is, on top of that, if you really want to get tricky with it, you can go so far as to gamble your health. You can choose so that when you are firing and it overheats, it doesn't actually stop running. It just sets you on fire while dealing extra damage, and you can also have that health regeneration going on so that it lasts even longer.
Oh, wow.
The amount of options of how you can
Can we
make
skip
it...
the opening movie this time? There it is. All right. Sorry, didn't know how. Yes, I want to select Oscar Mike. And how do I say... All right. Do we have to wait for the whole countdown, or what?
Sadly, I think we do.
Ah, that's fine. Anyway, you were saying you can.
Yeah. They have so much fun with Montana's entire... the way his overheating works, because like there's so many games where it's just a pain in the ass. It's a meter you have to wait for. Whereas here you have full control over it operates. You can make it so that he's just this very cool running machine where you're very rarely overheating and you firing in bursts, or you could just never stop firing and be totally on fire as this insane Canadian just blazing every single bullet into your enemies as they and you are all and everything is on fire like you're the pyro from TF2.
Well, that does sound fun, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's do this. Montana. Oh, he's so cute.
I am awesome!
Apparently Oscar Mike is awesome. Alright.
What do you want?
We don't have much time, Caldarius. Your
Oh,
jailers are
Deandy.
coming, so here's the deal.
You're the
We
center of
get
the
you out
plot,
their
it would
lives.
seem.
You help us kill
Are you the game's
Renting.
main character? Maybe. It's hard to say.
I need your help.
I really think that she and Elika,
Need your help.
the girl you play in the tutorial mission, I do believe at one point they were meant to be the starring characters, but then for some reason, and this is one of the game's issues when it first came out, was they made you really work hard to unlock some characters. I think you had to complete every campaign mission on the hardest difficulty setting to get Deondy.
Oh, God, that's stupid.
Yeah,
He's clearly like the main character.
Yeah, for some reason they went out of their way to make that as difficult as possible. And it's one of the main things that when they fixed it, it was like, hey, yeah, I can play all the characters now? Great, because I bought them, they should be available.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, just unlock everything before you shut off the game, guys. Let us play it single player, and then the modders will come in and allow us people to create their own direct lobbies. Boop. And,
Nowhere
ooh.
left to run, Caldarius. Come on out and face me.
Ooh, napalm. I still love napalm.
I'd like to pass on your offer.
Alright, where are we going?
Make me work for it, huh? Good.
Back to where hopefully nothing gets stuck in a wall. For the record, that has never happened, and every time I've played this level, it's like, wait, why isn't it ending?
You know,
Like,
what do you call it?
you're kidding.
The game, Farpoint. I don't know if you've played Farpoint yet on PSVR, right?
My dad has, I not.
Well, Farpoint has the most elegant solution to that I've ever seen.
Once we get it
Where it's
started,
like,
that
so
should provide more
enemies,
than enough
they
power
see
to
you,
recharge
they
Caldarius'
get line of sight on you, they try to attack you.
UPR's not the sort to turn
And
their
so
back
they
on a
programmed
resource
it,
without a damn
so
good
if
reason.
any given
Something
enemy
tells me we're about to learn
goes like 20 seconds without either seeing you or detecting you in any way, they just despawn.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, okay, we understand that occasionally enemies are going to get stuck in walls, and so instead of screwing up the game, that enemy's just going to despawn. And then you get to keep going. It's honestly great. Oh, do we both have to get in there to start the thing?
We don't both have to, it just charges
Okay.
faster then.
Gotcha. I will remember that for next time. But yeah, no, you should check out Farpoint. It's really good. I mean, you
I
don't
do
have the
want
aim
to.
controller, I assume, so...
I
Or do
don't
you?
have the aim controller thing, and with COVID going on, that's likely not to change anytime soon. But I
Oh,
do have
absolutely.
these move controllers.
Alright, what do we got here?
I did, however, recently, and I think it's still going for right now as of this recording. The new Doctor Who VR game is down to like $15. So
Oh, I had an okay time with the new VR, the VR Doctor Who game. It's not particularly long. It's got a couple of good scares. It's got a fun sequence where you're doing a bunch of shooting, and you know, a couple of minor puzzles to solve. So basically, like, the first level is solve some puzzles, the second level is scary monsters, and the third level is do a bunch of shooting.
I just figured
I had a good time.
there's enough Doctor Who fans in my house that
Oh,
it
yeah, I
should
think
get
you
used
guys
more
will
than
like
once,
it.
hopefully.
That's the edge of time, right?
Yes.
Or end of time? Edge of time. I don't know. Yeah, the new one. like I said, I had a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I will tell you, it took me like 70 minutes to beat.
That sadly is very frequently.
But I mean, if everybody in a family, right, is playing it themselves, that's fine. Ooh, nice. So if everyone in the family is playing it, then you're defraying that cost over all of these people. It seems like a reasonable deal. I'll just say that if I had not gotten a review copy, I would feel like, maybe it's a little more than I should have paid.
Well, it's like it was on sale as well. That was a major selling
Oh, no,
point.
yeah, on sale. Like, $15 is the absolute most I would have paid for it, I think. Yeah, if they had been like, oh, we want $30 for this game, I'd have felt a little cheated. Boom. It's just such satisfying shooting in this game.
Yeah.
Enemies explode so dramatically. The particle effects look great. I love the, because you're always like, well, what do we do about the bodies? And the disintegration is such a nice effect this time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see. You thought you'd attack my turret. I don't think so, pal. You know, they crystallize and then they collapse into a color. It's a nice visual.
You're almost there.
Oh, okay, you're building. Coolsville, daddy-o. Oh, damn it. Sorry. I have to check something. Alright, there we go. But yeah, like, why would you not do like, I hate to be the, harp on this, but it's like, if they hadn't done the free-to-play structure, if they hadn't made it so grindy, like, I really feel like this could have caught on even more. And they would have gotten a sequel.
From what I understand,
bright
from everything
and
I've been able to
fun
hear...
I mean, knowing now that I can just play this character and jump in and love it, and then if I want to, I can learn more about the systems as play as different characters, and none of the raids take too long. Like, it's such a good system.
Unfortunately, it was a journey to get to this point. Like, from what I've understood, I've heard about the alpha played differently, and I played public beta, and it had plenty of issues. Like, I pretty much ran it over a bed of coals because it was not safe.
Well, I remember it was like 18 months after it came out, right? I started seeing videos where they're like, hey, Battleborn is actually good now.
And then nobody gave it a shot, which is
and then
extremely...
no one gave it a shot, because, it had 18 months of being a bad game. Can you blame them?
Yeah, it's just... One thing particularly gets me, like, out of all the games I've played where they've had this reversal, like, I love Battlefront 2. This is a better game than Battlefront 2. I have no question about that this is a better game than Battlefront 2. Like, I don't understand why, other than Star Wars, which is probably the main reason that it survived, that this game is dead. Whereas that one is,
crazy.
Got to make it till
2020.
2020.
People love the intellectual property. You're absolutely right. That's what's getting them to keep doing that. Uh-oh. Slime bots. Sorry, slime bots. You got a very, nice uncommon gear. So, speaking of gear, I mean, can you increase your character's stats with gear, or is it all just cosmetic?
Oh, the gear that you unlock have advantage. Like, because I am a founder player, that actually gives me the crown. I have the Shard of Solace, which is, an extremely rare, like, it's a legendary drop that, gives you 1.8 crystal shards every second, which is not fast enough that it drastically throws off the balancing, but it does help when, you're just like, if you're idle for a minute, you're already still earning more crystal shards.
Well, that's fantastic.
And I've got a legendary medical nano colony, which gives me plus 13.42 health regeneration per second.
So you're always regenerating health.
Yeah, and 26.8 shield regeneration, plus I gain 20.13 health regeneration per second when my shield is recharging, which is constantly. And finally, I have the Symbiotic Gauntlet, which is 8% more attack damage, 180 maximum health added, and
I wonder you know what you're doing.
Like, it
Been
just...
playing it this long and massively increase your stats? Of course you're doing great. Oh, that's an Inferno trap. I just got set on fire. Thank you. So yeah, good. And the game even rewards you with these interesting drops to keep you playing. That's fantastic.
And it was worth saying that they additionally balance it out really well by these legendary ones. They take a lot more shards than a minor perk would, so that still leaves the question of, well, yes, I could get the fanciest one, but then I have to save up. Like, if you're in a PvP match, you're having to save for a while to unlock most of it.
Ow, help me out here, would you?
I am.
Yeah, I got trapped, and then I got pushed down a wall onto a trap. Yeah, apparently if you land on that wheel down there, you die immediately. Who
Fun
knew?
fact, I've never done that, but I'm glad to know that fact. Now it's preserved for historical purposes.
Oh yeah, guy pushed me off a wall, I landed in a wheel, and it killed me. So, is this another thing we have to charge up and create a wave attack?
Yes. Hold on 1 second here. Just,
Okay, what's next?
setting some turrets.
Nice.
Okay, let's get...
Is there a turret? Oh, I really thought there'd be a turret emplacement over here. Oh well, okay, Sarah.
But you're
Hey, it's a giant
to
drill.
actually
Nice.
multiple gear loadouts and everything, so you can have different builds. So, like, okay, this is a PvP match. I'm going to want to build up our units because in PvP you can build up your own little minion armies, and you can make it so that they're cheaper and they build faster, stronger health and such. They really allowed for a lot of customization, and unlike traditional MOBAs where that sort of thing is thrown at you mid-match and you have to figure out the item combinations completely on your own, usually with limited information. This one's like, no, you prepare them before you're in the match, so you already know what you're doing.
So you're leveling up to the point where you're getting to the build you always wanted to be.
Yeah, and you can just intuitively have all the builds that you want to whip out ready at a moment's notice, and it's just so player-friendly.
Gotcha! I found their spawn point and dropped an airstrike. That's a very dickish thing to do, but it got done. Uh-oh, spawn point behind me. And above us. I got a napalm grenade this time, so...
I've got a
that should help a little.
Montana!
Oh, he said his own name. That's so cute. Excellent. Is that punch your super, or is that just one of your bonus attacks?
Oh, right there, the foot stomp, that absolutely is his ultimate. He just does a massive quake that stuns enemies, sends them flying, the whole deal.
Nice. Hey, buddy.
Craploads of ordnance.
That's like the 8th thing I've heard him say about his orbital defense laser. High velocity ammo. Ooh. Open training disruption rounds. High velocity ammo sounds nice. That's new. I didn't have that option last time.
You probably unlock... was it in the middle?
Yep.
Yeah, you unlock new mutations for every character. There's a certain set along every progression path. The third ones vary. Sometimes they're really kick-ass and you just want to use them. Other times it's like, well, if you're going for a certain character build or it's a certain person, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that that's an additional bit of, okay, you're familiar with the character now, here's some of the crazier options.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Target locked. Do the thing.
He just said target locked, do the thing. I'm a big fan of this character.
They had a lot of fun with you. And the thing is,
clearly.
Moats and everything they have for them, like you expect a lot of really cheesy, silly emotes for like the female characters and everything, but instead it's Montana that does like the beach pose and stuff like that.
Aww, adorbs. 8, 7, 6.
For instance, I apparently just unlocked a new one for Montana, the cooler. Increase all healing Montana receives. Which isn't useful in this particular context, but it does help.
Wow. Uh-oh. Hey guys. Long story short, I have a grenade launcher. Thoughts? Okay, good. I'm glad we agree on this. I did, in fact, have a grenade launcher.
Yeah, This hypothesis is proven and corroborated.
It was borne out by the evidence. Just
I just realized
combat.
what you made there. And I'm both ashamed and proud for you.
Well, it's funny, because, I loved playing that first demo of what do you call it? Destiny so much. Like, that world is so good looking, and nobody does, just gun shooting better than Bungie, right? And then it's like, and then I played the finished version, and it's like the slowest, grindiest, most repetitive mess. And I'm like, why couldn't you put all of your design work, like your amazing design work, into making, just the best shooter there is, and not worry about all of this online grindy crap? But I get it. Like, that's just not who they are. They're grindy crap people now. But it's so frustrating because it's such good gameplay.
I feel ya. I have some friends who play Destiny 2, so I have been keeping up with every now and then, but still, it simply is like, yeah, I have a character build I'm happy with, so I just infuse it with the new stuff. I'm not interested in obsessively grinding. It's like, I'm happy with my bow and my melting ray and my warlock. I don't need to spend thousands of hours on this.
My frame is recharging now.
Huh. Yeah, no, you're right.
Begrudgingly,
I think that's the right attitude to take when playing a game like that. Like, just get comfortable with a single build and play it as a game. Don't constantly be worried about well, I've made my feelings about loot systems clear. I just generally don't. How did you get all the way over there already?
I walked.
Oh, shush. Alright, we got 38 seconds to kill 6 more guys. Should be doable. You'll excuse me.
Do the thing.
Ow. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Yay! Finally I helped complete a challenge.
Oh,
Why did I
one
just get
challenge,
thrown into
actually.
the air? Oh, no. This is the only time I've...
Oh, yeah, this is,
Yeah,
this section, the ship up above that's trying to stop us from getting any further.
Oh, yeah, I got lasered to death.
Hold on. I've got you.
Thank you very much. Just gonna get that spawning spear. This is no judgment, but the spawning spears from Earth Defense Force 5 do look better than this game's spawning spears. They both look good. I'm just saying one looks better. Nobody's ripping anybody off. I just think the spawning spears look better. Alright,
Do you need more crystals?
This.
There's a giant crystal over there.
Oh, really? Where?
Right
You're going?
behind that turret.
Oh, I see it. Nice. Well, I have 2,000. How's that for crystals?
Just keep them. Like, don't ever feel like you can't grab some, because, I'm automatically generating. I've got all of my loadout unlocked.
Okay. Then I will go nuts on crystals if you stop collecting them. You're not stopping collecting them.
I just was running through those two, trying to get over here to this box.
Yes. Yeah, you're trying to get over. I happen to weave left and right to make sure I hit them. As happens. I saw what you were doing. Nobody's judging you, but come on. Alright.
Alright, Mac, see you.
Okay. But yeah, and I think that's what I like most about this game is how easy it is to manage your special abilities. So instead of having this giant spate of special abilities to scroll through, no, you've got the 2 abilities, but then what they do is completely managed by the upgrade trees you follow. Like, that's a really good system. It makes sure, anybody can jump into the game and pick it up pretty quickly. Okay, I don't know how to get in here. I know what you're going to say, jump through a window, but I'm not seeing a broken window.
No, they don't have a broken window yet. That doesn't happen until later. But there will be one. I'm glad that you're catching on.
Yeah, no, I'm listening to you.
Wait, you just walked by the door. Come back.
Oh, no, I was going to get a crystal. I had already found the door. Sorry. Should have made that clear. Yes, they have.
We're not giving up so easily.
Oh, I burned him to death.
We're almost there.
Oh, Caldarius.
You get to play as him later. He is one of the playable characters.
Nice. How is he?
I vaguely recall it being very fun to fly as him. He wasn't one of my instant favorites. I didn't play him a ton. That was back when I was first playing the Xbox, but it wasn't bad.
What kind of character is he?
He's very Iron Man-esque. Like, I remember him having rockets. I remember him having his arm cannon. He was kind of a moderate. Like, he was built for mobility and damage.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to put in a missile turret here. Someone's shooting at me, which isn't cool, because I was trying to build turrets. Yay! I've killed 5 out of 10 possible thralled brutes. I know that's not what it means, but still. Primal thralls. Oh, that's the ones that
But yeah, the tiny
have
ones.
the glow and explode if they get too close. Alright, where are the enemies coming from?
Oh, we have to activate the device. Come over here.
Oh, okay. Right, the device activation. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, yeah, that goes a ton faster. So what's the max amount of characters you can have in a mission?
5.
Wow, nice. And if we wanted to, could we
You
bring
can have-
along... What's that?
The amount of enemies and everything scales to your party.
Of course, yeah. But if we wanted to, could we bring along bots?
Sadly, not in the campaign. In PvP, we can. I could actually set up a private match, and you can play against the bots, which, as I've said before, from what I've been told, we're based on the best QA tester play styles, instead of just being, hey, what if we just made
Nice.
generic characters? So, yeah, they actually put up a fight. I've had stalemates with bots.
That's pretty intense.
And you understand how long I've been playing this to know that
Oh, yeah.
takes some doing, and yeah, they are fierce.
See, that is great to hear. Sorry you got flamethrowed. I'm not actually sorry.
Deploy crap loads of ordnance.
Oh, thank God I can't do splash damage to you. Uh-oh, somebody got past me. Hold on.
Look up! They're
Where is he?
coming in from above.
Oh, above. Right, the broken windows we were talking about. Yeah, there's that broken window. I understand how this game works. Adjacent.
Designed by someone who had a deep grudge with Windows.
Someone like myself, I think a game could never be great if it doesn't involve you throwing people through windows. I've made that clear time and again. I would like my final augment. Space lasers! Oh, wow, nice. Let's try this out. I'm trying out the other one. So the higher level my guy gets, the more weird options I'll have when I'm leveling up.
You unlock more options, you unlock little lore bits, which include audio diaries and everything, and just
Nice.
over time you learn about the whole world. They clearly wanted to make it be a long-lasting, substantive experience, and not in the way that, like, Overwatch has done it, where it's like, hey, what if we made 1,000 more rays you're never going to use? In this one, they wanted to make there be something substantive to get. It's just that there was, at the beginning, it was such a clusterfuck that no one could tell what the hell they were supposed to do to unlock what they actually wanted.
I am sad that Predator isn't getting better reviewed. I really enjoyed that beta, but
Yeah!
then again, I was reading some of the reviews and I did see where they were coming from. The Predator is really noisy. Like, they're not wrong. Like, it's weirdly hard to it's weirdly hard to be the Predator at times. Like, he's not actually that hard to see, and he's very noisy and makes a ton of fuss whenever he goes places. So I understand how people feel like that's not very Predator, but I genuinely enjoyed the 4 games I played in the beta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember the one match where I almost got the whole human team. I wasn't even mad when they did get me. Like, there was still the obvious, oh, well, screw you. But they were, like, cheering each other on, like, you know, just hopping up along each other, because there was one teammate left. I'd hunted the rest of them down. I actually managed to ambush all of them from behind the whole deal. It was amazing. And you know what? Fine. You earned that, because you should not have survived that. And I at least can respect that.
Well, it's funny. I had a similar experience. Like, it was great. I wrapped up, you know, like, once I escaped, once I got killed, when I was playing the Predator, I managed to kill 2 guys, but not the other 2 escaped, sadly. And one time, I actually managed to kill the Predator, which was fun.
Oh, yeah. My Majesty Human, we managed to Predator.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was like, Wow, my goodness, and, like, my team was on fire. We took him out before he could try to blow himself up, so we actually got to do that post-stage where you're holding down, trying to defend the body from the enemies, which, for the record, I love that that exists as a thing, that the match doesn't just magically end.
Yeah, no, I mean, my guy did blow himself up, so we did not get to do that.
Dang it.
But that's very cool. Nice. Oh, God, there's so many of them.
Target locked.
Yeah, Caldarius, actually, if you ever rewatch the intro cinematic for Battleborn,
Yeah.
he's the one who literally just basically, he flies headfirst through a dreadnought, and, the dreadnought's done.
Nice. Oh, there's so many of these guys. But we've almost defeated all of them, I hope.
Yeah, we should be very close to the end here.
Oh, God, yeah. It's just... Come on, airstrike, airstrike. There we go. Yeah, that airstrike is helping me out a lot.
There's believe it or not, there's even a Fallout reference for Montana. One of the
Seriously?
last perks you unlock is Big Payback, where while you're taking a decreased damage from using your ultimate as Montana,
Yeah.
it absorbs all of that damage, and then it turns it back, and it gives you a little timer that looks like an actual Nuke Boy bomb. What?
There's another
Oh!
wave, apparently. How'd you get kicked out of the match?
I don't know. My connection I apparently lost connection to Steam? Yeah,
That's
Steam's
bad.
connect is just cut out for me.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll wrap this up.
Oh yeah, and I'll keep talking, but there's a little Nuke Boy style thing, but it's got Montana's face on it, and when it goes off, you literally just fire off a nuclear blast around yourself to all your nearby enemies.
Oh, that's great. Hopefully my, okay, I was gonna say, I was about to ask the dumbest question in the world, which is, hey, where's the meter telling how much, health my thing I'm guarding has? And then, you know, there's a giant shield at the top of the screen. Oh, really, you're fine. Come on.
I believe in you through the power of friendship and lasers.
God, I have, if there's one thing that playing all of these early and unreleased or just released games has taught me, especially indie games, is that most developers have no idea how their game plays. Just none. Because all of them are so close to it. They just can't see, like, all of them designed all of the game systems. So, of course, they have no idea what it's like to play that game. Because every time they load it up, they can only see all of the work they've already put in. Yay! The Brute Squad! Apparently my character is the Brute Squad. And that's a reference to a little movie called The Princess Bride. Alright, boom. Yeah, and it's like so many, like, I was, you know, essentially doing now, as I often wind up doing when I play early indie games, essentially doing QA testing for a demo. Right? And, you know, I found a bunch of bugs and I sent them the bug list, and then I'm like, you know, it's not at all clear how to play your game, right? Like, it's just, I mean, what I'm supposed to do and what the effect is of the things I'm doing, it's completely unclear. And he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah, it's a problem. And I find that happens over and over again, where it's like, because they design the systems, it doesn't occur to them for a second that they could be completely, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Shrouded from view behind the actual, you know, effect of playing the game.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to manage things at all. Yeah, they just don't know. Because they're too close to it. Uh-oh!
I'm coming for your f***ing head!
Boss.
Well, I'm a little worried about this, since you're not here to help.
Yeah, and sadly I can't join in mid-match because it's a private match and everything, and...
But we'll see how I do. I might lose this. It's happened before. Do I at least have Caldarius helping me?
He gets out to help you at the end.
Oh, good. More shield guys.
The upside
Exactly what I
is,
was hoping would happen.
with your cloaking ability, if you ever get in too much heavy fire, you can cloak and get away.
Well, that's nice. I'm more concerned that the guys who are doing shield broadcasting also have shields of their own to protect him from, my assault rifles. Okay, you said my airstrike would work indoors, but it is 100% not working indoors.
What? It should
Yeah, they keep
be.
hitting the ceiling above me.
It's probably because it still counts as an outdoor environment. Like
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Oh, he fled? He's outside? You dick. Alright, where is this guy? And I missed the jump pad. How do you miss a jump pad? There we go. Hello? Mr.
Sorry,
guy
what?
Who loves to flee. Alright, almost there. Oh, good, a spawn turret. Sorry, a spawn spear. Exactly what I was hoping would happen. And he's dead. Oh, thank God. Whew. So, long story short, my computer has actually... I was rushing to finish this because my computer is actually running out of space on which to record the file as I'm speaking right now.
Oh, I know that
Watching
feeling.
it count down as I was fighting the boss. And I have about 50 seconds left before there's no space on my computer. So, let's quickly wrap up. Where can people find your things?
Unabridged Gamer, second look on Escapist.
Alright, get them there. Hidden Object Guru for more things. There's buttons coming up. Click on them. We'll see you back here for more, but until then, we're going to say au revoir.
Come back to the ship, everyone.